I just encountered this story over here. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to summarize for you. There was this guy in jail, and he had a long sentence, and he wanted to escape. But as you know, you can't just say to a prison guard, I want to get out of this jail. The prison guard will look at you and think, seriously? You do realize you've been sentenced here, right? And our job is to keep you in. So asking the prison guards to let him go was not an option. Just going to the door of the prison and opening it wasn't an option either. So, because there was no one assisting him, and because he couldn't expect people to convince authorities to let him go, he realized that the only way out was to break out of the prison. So, he stole a spoon and he began to dig a hole. After 8 years of digging, he managed to get out. 8 years. But look at this. He ended up in a secured room where the guards were staying. So the guards had their own room that was secured, and he ended up breaking into the secured room of the guards. So while he was climbing out of the tunnel, the guards were just standing there welcoming him to bring him back to his prison cell. So 8 years of digging for nothing. And now he is likely to spend more years behind bars for trying to escape. Why am I sharing this story? Well, where this story is fabricated or not, that doesn't matter. I want you to take this story as a parable. This prisoner wanted to be free. That's a good thing. He realized that nobody's going to help him being free, so he had to take action. And he undertook action. He got the tool, which is a spoon. He took action. He began to dig. He kept it a secret, so he didn't tell his prisoners, hey mate, I'm about to escape. I'm digging a hole with my spoon. He didn't tell anyone. So he was smart. He was intelligent. But he didn't look at the bigger picture. If you're digging a hole, you need to know where the hole is leading. Or better said, a tunnel. Because if you dig a tunnel, where is the tunnel going? If he would have turned a few degrees in another direction, he would have ended up in a worse room. So he wanted to escape, but he didn't examine the bigger picture. And this is how most people are. They want relief. They want quick fixes. And this is how it goes. When you want quick fixes so much, evil spirits will assist you. You don't even need to ask them. The fact that you're not looking at the bigger picture, the fact that you're not really interested in uprooting whatever's going on, shows already that you're not really interested in deliverance and you're not interested in what's true. You're only interested in what's true to you. You want to be left alone. You want to be relieved. And when you are seeking relief in such a diligent way, evil spirits will come to your assistance. Here's why. The evil spirits know that sooner or later you'll end up in a worse situation, but the worst will come after a short period of relief. And once you reach the relief phase, for you it's over, because that's all you wanted. But the relief phase is short-lived and cancels itself out. Let me give a practical example. Let's say you have a guy who's from the hood and he doesn't want to stay in the hood. He has seen people of his age die in the hood due to gun violence, so he thinks, I want to be out of the hood. He moves out of the hood, he gets a job, he even marries someone, and he has children, he has a mortgage, so he thinks, oh, I'm fine. What happened? He wanted an escape and he got an escape. But he was not delivered. What happens is that the paranormal ties are still there. So after a while, he is losing his job because people suspect him of fraud, even though he never committed fraud. He's from the hood, remember, and there is a social stigma concerning his group in society. He forgot about that. He thought, I'm not in hood anymore, I have a job, I'm paying the mortgage, I'm not involved in drugs or anything, so I'm okay. No, because there is a social stigma against his people in society. He did not consider that. Because his colleagues were smiling with him and all of that, he thought he was okay. So what happens now is that he loses his job. He can't work anymore in the sector he was involved in. So now he ends up on welfare, and while being on welfare, he ends up helping out a cousin or someone that also moved out of the hood, and before he knows it, he's in drug trafficking. He didn't even realize he got involved in it. So the same hood he was escaping, he was now involved in. Now he was not physically involved in the hood, because the hood came to him. He was not delivered from the hood, he only escaped the hood. So now the hood came to him. And that is what happens to most people. And in this case, he's out of the hood, but the hood is haunting him. And now he's worse off. Because if he was physically in the hood, there were people looking after him. Now he's out of the hood, so nobody knows how the hood works. Now the same hood is after his life. When you're not delivered, or when you don't seek deliverance, you end up like that man digging a tunnel for 8 years, ending up in a worse situation. The prison guards are the ones that keep him in prison. The prison guards have the logistics to free him from prison, but the prison guards are paid to keep him in prison. When you don't agree with Christ, when you don't look at the bigger picture, when you don't process the past, what happens is that you end up relying on the assistance of the same entities that want to keep you in self-sabotage. Those evil spirits are like those prison guards. They will offer you relief within the prison, letting you think you're getting out of the prison. But you never left the prison. That is how it goes with the paranormal. The paranormal works, don't get me wrong, it works. And in some cases, it may be life-saving because it works. If you had people coming after your life and you use paranormal aid and they are confused and they can't find you, it saved your life. Why would demons save your life? Just to keep your life in bondage to deceive others. Demons never do anything out of a kind heart to you. Or for you, I mean. They never do anything out of a kind heart for you. Everything demons do is to get a gain out of it at your expense. So, do you want to work hard to eventually end up in a worse place? Or will you work smart and end up in a far better place? Do you prefer a short-lived escape or a long-term redemption? What is it you're after? Agree with Christ.